Shalom, shalom, Israel. It's your brother Dagabar with a quick lesson through the spirit, a 1, 2, 3 exhortation. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who will rule the wealth of the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord, when they increase, you know, uh, and the Lord put a spirit upon them to endure. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord, when the Most High continue to put on your spirit to endure, and Lord, when the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. Now, I don't know if y'all know this dude. I call him Fat Slob. I really, man, I'm sorry that I'm even doing a video on this guy. But I'm at work trying to get that motivation because today is that day where the men of the Lord are ushering in the day and the coming of Hamashiach Yahushua on the highways and byways. So I'm getting myself, motivated through the scriptures. And I came across two of his videos. He was clapping back at Sakari, GMS. I actually be damn near every camp in the last video. And then this video, I think, is towards Sons of Thunder. He's still trying to back up that eating pork or being under the law. The other one, he wanted to back up to prove that he's David. Um, and this will be a long lesson to dissect all of that. But just to be honest, this man has the notion, right? This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth him his own. He deceiveth himself. And this man claims to believe that he is King David, right? And I know a lot of us as men might look at our attributes and say, I'm Peter, I'm Paul, and John, you know, and hey, I can understand if you see that, but you want to always come correct because a lot of us can be bugged out when we say these things. Um, and especially if you can't back it up, you know, uh, David was walking in the way of Yahweh Shem Shai. David wouldn't be on no damn YouTube or whatever, um, trying to be sarcastic and eat ham. It doesn't matter before Yahweh Shai or during Yahweh Shai. David if he's a real servant of Yahweh Shem Shai, he would never um, eat pork, right? Because the Roman of the Lord strive to serve Yahweh Shem Shai heartily, right? This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. It says, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to Yahweh Shema Shai, and not unto men. Right? We're not here to please men, right? Look at what Yahweh Shai did at the age of 12, right? Having a mother and father, right? This is Luke chapter 2, verse 41. Now, his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the customs of the feast, right? And they're doing Passover, right? It doesn't matter if he didn't die yet or whatever. Why would the Lord show this as an example? He's showing Yahweh as a young man all the way to a grown up until the day he had to, fulfill what was already written. He was walking in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? He still humbled himself, right? I'm no better. So when I come down here, I'm moving like an Israelite. I descend from an Israelite, right? That these laws is for us, and I'm about to walk in them, right? It says because Passover is part of that structure, right? The feast days. 42, it says, when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. And when they had fulfilled the days, as they returned, the child Yahushua tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. But they, supposing him to have been in the company, went a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinfolk and acquaintance. And when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem, seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of doctors. What is that? Some people might really think this is a real doctor. No, these are doctors of the law. They sat in Moses' seat, right? Right? And what was they teaching in the New Testament? They were teaching what was already written before them. In between teaching what was written before them, they were teaching the things that we get to see now in the New Testament, right? So he is teaching. I mean, he is sitting in the midst of doctors, doctors of the law, both hearing them and asking them questions. So he's asking questions of the law and of the prophets, right? So I'm gonna just shoot all the way down. Verse 51 it says, and he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject unto them. But his mother kept all these sayings in her heart. And Yahushua increased in wisdom and stature and favor with the Most High and man, right? Because he was doing the work of Yahweh Shai. This is why he increased in wisdom and stature, right? It's all about pleasing the Lord, right? We're not in this thing to fill our own belly, right? Let me see if I can get this other one. Um, let's see what time it is, 'cause I gotta go back to work. So, Sirach 2, verse, verse, I'm gonna read 15. It says, they that fear Yahweh Shai will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. What is his word? It's from Genesis to Revelation, right? It's the law, statutes, and commandments. It's the parables, the dark sayings, and the prophecies. Verse 16. They that fear Yahweh Shai will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, right? And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come in this ministry and seek the things that's well pleasing to the Lord, not to ourselves. It says, and they that love him shall be filled with the law, right? When you fill with the law, is that you're going to be rehearsing it, right? Judges 5 and 11. We know the situation we're in. We're serving our enemies in hunger, thirst, and nakedness. It's just but so much you can do. This is why the Lord had Yahweh be the example of sacrifices, right? And all those animals do not even fit a crumb of what Yahweh Shai did. So it's actually good that we're not killing no lamb because all those times we just kept doing it, it was not one lamb that could bear all the bullshit that we do. Yahweh Shai did, right? So you have to have the spirit to understand, let alone the system that we in. Where our temple is all the way over there. How we gonna do it? A lot of us don't even have enough money to go to the next city, right? To travel to go all the way to Jerusalem to do your high holidays, let alone the nations is so wicked. You go over there saying you're Israelite now, you're gonna get this for being anti-Semitism, right? The Lord did everything in order and decency, right? But this man doesn't have the spirit to know, let alone, I don't see this man moving in the spirit of Yahweh because he's saying that he's David, right? This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, right? He should be speaking of prophecy, but let alone he's making videos trying to taunt the men of the Lord of, oh, I'm eating pork. How how is your ministry is based on that, right? I made a spread. I made a spread for you niggas. Like, are you like serious? Let me
Praises
see.
due. We dedicate.
And regardless, hey, you do the work, you do the work. But why are what's the point of you taunting? It should just be edification, and the ones that's following to know yeah, you guys is idiots, right? But this just shows the Lord is playing
Money
definitely
too for
playing
the
technical with us.
Pharisees. Look here. We got
So show me in scriptures where we supposed to taunt, right? This you are the what you might call the men of the Lord. You actually are a Pharisee, right? This is where the Lord says, observe and do not. We have to observe what you niggas is teaching and what you niggas is doing, right? The ones that's following you is just either that they got a pork demon on them, right? Or it's just the spirit of the Lord not dealing with them. How you just gonna sit here and be comfortable with that, right? It's no health benefits out of pork, lobster, crab, and shrimp. You can show a scripture where you said where you should be taunting something that's unclean, even if you say it used to be unclean and it's not unclean anymore. How can something that was unclean become clean again? When you go do research on a pig, it's still the same. It don't have no sweat gland, and it cleans the land. Lots of crab and shrimp. Their job never changed. They still is the vacuum of the ocean, right? But at the end of the day, I don't want to make this lesson just all about him because, you know, it's a lot of brothers out here that's always me. Well, his ministry is based on me, I. Where's the prophecies? Where's the hour of temptation? Where's the mark of the beast? Right? But
Barakatha Yahweh.
you want to make videos to taunt the men of the Lord.
All right. That's that ham. That ham was marinated in Coca-Cola for about 2 straight days.
Okay, I'm off.
Got my own private glaze on there. All right. And
You got your own private glaze. Lord willing, you got your own private nuke, right? We worried about taunting the men of the Lord or taunting people that's not the true teachers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But we ain't gonna bring out prophecies, parables, or dark sayings. Man, it's a joke. But Lord willing, this is edifying and straight to the point. Watch out for serpents and observe who you learn it from. This is why you shouldn't always give everybody your ear, right? But with that, shalom.